Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So in this video guys, I will be explaining the complete setup about the Canon DSLR 1500D. So if you see this video from beginning to the end, I'm sure you can go ahead and take brilliant pictures outside. So guys, without any delay, let's get into the video and see what we have in offer. Let's see how to set up the Canon 1500D. So this is the basic body of the camera that you get, okay, and you can see there is a cover, there is a lid on the part where you insert the lens. So how to take this out? You just need to twist this. Let me just show you. You just need to twist it like this, okay, and this comes off, and this is the place where you insert your camera, okay. And for inserting the camera, the next thing you need is the lens. This is the lens I got. This is the Canon lens, all right. So this is for 18 to 55 mm. So let me show you how to insert this camera lens into this body. All right, you just need to gently twist this like this, and you open it. This is the part of the lens that goes into the camera. Let me just put it and show you. And guys, the basic mistake that everybody does is they insert it like this from the top. So make sure you do it from the bottom, and the reason is if you insert the lens from top, there are a lot of chances where you have dust that comes in between the lens and the camera. So make sure you insert it like this. And guys, there is a white mark which you can see here, a white mark. This mark is where you need to insert the lens with respect to this lens. See, this is the white mark that you see here, okay. This must go here. So let me just show you. All right, I've got it. As you can see, so once I place it there, I just need to turn it a little bit and it will automatically get in. Now I just twist it and I'll hear a click sound. Let me show you. All right, that's the click sound that I get. And this is the other opening of the lens. Just need to gently press it from both sides and you can remove it. Let me show you. Done. This is basically how you set up your DSLR. All right, first you need to check for this white mark. This white mark, it comes here. You just need to twist it downwards and the camera will be set up. All right, now how to turn it on? To turn it on, basically you will have a couple of buttons here. So let me show you from the other angle so that you will have a clear picture about how to turn it on and what are the functions you get in it, guys. Right, so let me just insert the battery first. You just need to touch this lever and you just need to press it down and it opens. And guys, this is the battery. Always make sure the battery has two sides. One has the instructions, the other side has the branding that says Canon. So this branding should be towards you, towards the buttons. It should not be the other way. So I insert it, just gently push it inside and you will hear a click sound. Let me just see. All right, the battery is inserted. Now you just need to close this one. Just press it gently and it's done. That's how simple. And guys, let me power it on. So this is the on and off. You just need to push this lever front and the DSLR is on. All right, as you can see on the screen, there are a couple of modes that you have. Right now I'm in TV. Let me just show you what are the different modes. This is the aperture priority. This is the manual exposure. This is TV, that is shutter priority. And this is a program, and the scene intelligent. This is the flash off. And there are a couple of settings as well. You get close up. This is for the close up images like a face recognition, and in case if you have to take a picture of a person. And then comes sport, wherein there is an activity or there is a moment and you have to capture that. All right, so let us go ahead and see what are the basic priorities and what are the basic instructions that we get on the camera and how we need to follow them in order to get good pictures. Alright guys, so let's begin with the basic priority, that is the aperture priority. In aperture priority, the reason we take aperture priority is to set the aperture. That means the light that comes into the lens, the camera takes it and captures the image. So what does aperture priority do is it increases or decreases the gap or the hole that you have where light comes into the camera. Alright, so this is aperture priority. Alright guys, so let's go to the first setting, that's aperture priority. In this we can define the depth of the image. In case if there is a subject in front of us, this priority is used to define the depth about the image. Alright, in aperture priority, that's the hole or a gap that you have in the lens that allows the light into the lens for the camera to capture the image. So this is aperture priority. Let me just show you. This is the Q button that you have here. Just need to click that and you have basic settings, that is for ISO. This is for the aperture. Let me click that. So you have various modes and various lengths of aperture that you see here. Always remember, the smaller the aperture, the bigger the opening for the light to come in, and the larger the aperture, the smaller will be the light that comes in. I have set it default as f11, so let it be like that for now. So this is the ISO, that sets the light sensitivity. In case if you take an image in dark with a greater ISO, let me just show you. So in case if you are taking images in light or dark modes, this will basically help you to capture good amount of images with low noise. Noise is nothing but the dots that generally come in the image. I'll try to show you. If I got one image where noise is there, I will try to show you that. Alright guys, so we are done with the aperture priority. The next topic that we will talk about is the shutter priority. Alright, shutter priority is nothing but how fast the shutter clicks and allows the light into the camera. So I see, let me just click on Q and go to shutter priority. This is the shutter priority. The greater the shutter priority, the faster the camera will capture the image. The lesser the shutter priority, the slow image will be captured. That means, for example, if you see here, it is 1/4000. That means for 1 second, this is the 4000 part of a second. Alright. So in case if you are capturing a waterfall, or in case if you are capturing birds that are flying, you need to set the shutter speed as high as possible to get a clear image. What happens in case if you set this shutter priority into a lower number? In case if you set this up for a lower number, the image might be blurred, or you might not capture that good quality of image which you expected to capture through a DSLR. Alright. So last and the final but important topic that I will discuss in this video, that is about the AWD that you see here. This is nothing but auto white balance. Let me show you what it does. White balance is generally the amount of whiteness that you want on your camera or your photos. That's how white is, you want the white to be as. So this is generally about the light. So it is calculated in Kelvin, that's K as in kilo. So I'll just show you what that does. So this is the daylight, that's approximately 5200 Kelvin. The shade, that's more, that's 7000 Kelvin. The cloudy, that's 6000 Kelvin. 3200 Kelvin, which is the tungsten light, and the white fluorescent comes for 4000 Kelvin, and this is for the flash, and this is custom. Custom is nothing but you can manually adjust what type of white balance you require. I will choose auto white balance, but I recommend everybody who is watching this video to choose the white balance based on your selection of image, what kind of image you are capturing. Depending on that, please select the proper white balance. In case if you want to have more hands-on the camera, I recommend you to try all the different types of white balance and see for the same image how the image varies and how does the light vary. So that will give you much more idea about how the white balance works. Right, so I hope you had a lot of information that you got from this video. And the last but not the least, one important thing that I would like to tell you about the Canon 1500D, that is how to send images or how to share images from your camera to your smartphone. That will be quite easy. I will just share the screenshot here possibly, and that's the app that you need to download. That's the Canon app, that's on iPhone as well as Android. It doesn't matter, the app is the same, and this is the interface that it looks like. It is pretty much the same with iPhone as well as with the Android. I use iPhone currently, so this is the screenshot that I have, but it will almost be the same for Android as well. And you just need to turn on the Wi-Fi. You just need to go to the settings on the Canon and enable it, and then you can connect it directly through this app. And make sure that your Wi-Fi is turned on your mobile phone as well as on the camera in order to have the images shared. And when you are sharing the images from the Canon to your smartphone, the screen of the Canon DSLR will be black. So do not worry about it. The screen will be black. It's just that it's sharing the images there, it's projecting the images there. Alright guys, I hope you liked the video, and also I hope you liked the photographs that I've shared with you. So these were the outdoor photographs that I took from the Canon, and also a couple of indoor photographs which you might have seen in the earlier video. In case if you haven't seen that, make sure you go and check that images as well. They were good, they were beautiful, I guess. So make sure you hit the like button, and in case if you have any suggestions, make sure you drop it in the comment section below, and also subscribe to the channel. In case if you are already subscribed, make sure that the bell icon is also clicked so that you get every update that I share on this YouTube channel.